Hey guys, welcome to our very first LuLaRoe YouTube video. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you guys. Never did I ever think that I would have a YouTube channel. It's crazy, but I'm hoping that it'll be a new fun way to share styling tips and product reviews and things like that with everyone. So I'm hoping that you guys like it. Today is our 3-year LuLaRoe anniversary and I'm so excited about it. 3 years ago, I never would have imagined the journey that LuLaRoe had in store for us. And it's definitely been one of the craziest, probably one of the craziest decisions I made, but also one of the best. And I don't regret it at all. It's been so much fun. So 3 years ago, I was in a spot where I just needed something fresh. I needed something new. I was looking for something fun. I had been babysitting at the time and I needed something that would let me be around adults, something that I really just felt was fun. And I had been a customer of LuLaRoe for about 2 years before that. Never in those 2 years did I even think about becoming a consultant, ever. So when I went to my friend Janelle and asked her for information about joining, I think she might have seen it coming. I don't know. I definitely was buying all the things from her. So I wanted to learn more about it and I thought about it for a couple days and I decided it was something I wanted to do. I went and talked to John about it, who thought I was insane, especially when I told him how much it was going to cost. Back at that point in time, oh man, it was a lot of money. So, I mean, even today, if someone asked me for that amount of money, I'd be like, whoa. But now their onboarding process is super awesome and it is less than half of what I paid. So, that's super awesome. But I went to him, I told him about it, he thought I was crazy, kind of let me just play around with the idea on my own and ignored me for a bit. And a week or so later, he was like, oh my goodness, you're not going to let this go, are you? And I was like, no, I'm not. This is something I really feel like needs to be done and now's the time to do it. And even now, we'll talk about that. And he's like, if you had said you wanted to do it when you started buying it, he was like, there was no way we would have been able to afford it. And just the comfort of the clothes and the people, that it just all drew me to it. And when I decided to think about it and look into it 2 years later, we were at a point where we still couldn't totally afford it. We took us a little bit to come up with the money, but we were at a point where we could do that. 2 years before that, we wouldn't have been able to make that happen. So it's all about timing. But I just wanted to jump on today and tell you guys a little bit about our LuLaRoe journey. It's been super crazy, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize how much work it was gonna take. I went in thinking it was gonna be all fun and hang up some clothes, take some pictures of it, have people over, and that was it. No, guys. It's all of that, but it's so much more. There's been late nights, there's been early mornings, there's been, from the second my inventory arrived, customers in Florida or California or like wherever calling me at all hours of the day and night, asking if they can FaceTime. Can I see what you have? Do you have this? It was so overwhelming at first, and I was like, what did I do? But it was so fun. There was like this excitement to it, and it was amazing. So we started our journey. I was working from home at that point, babysitting probably, I don't know how many hours a week, Monday through Friday, once in a while on Saturdays, 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. sometimes. It was insane. And I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. I love the kids. That's another passion that I have, is babysitting and kids. I just love them so much. So, I was doing that, but I needed that adult interaction. And I was, you can only watch Frozen, and I don't know if you can watch Frozen too many times, but you can only watch so much of it in a day. So I needed something with adult interaction, and this became that for me. It's been really fun. We lived in a 1-bedroom. If you guys saw my blog post today, this is a little recap of it. We were in a 1-bedroom apartment. It was the downstairs of a house, 1 bedroom, 1 living room, no kitchen. There's a picture on the blog where all my inventory was basically, I'll show you, it was basically this. We grabbed it by size. So like if this was all the small classics, they were all in a bunch. I folded them in half, put them in a plastic bin, put the mediums on top, the larges, and stuck these bins in the corner of our living room, stacked to the ceiling. Yeah, it was crazy. And customers were calling, like, I swear, I promise you, it was like every 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Hey, do you have this? Can I see what you have in a small classic? How about a small Randy? What about a large this? And I would have to go to the bins and be like, okay, which bin did I put that in? Grab, like, it's like kind of like Jenga, pull one bin out, hope they don't tumble over, pull out the larges and the extra larges and the 2X. Here's the medium. Show it to them, put it back, and then they would ask for something else. So I'd go to another bin and do it all over again, and it was exhausting. It was exhausting, but it was also exhilarating, and it was so much fun. So that's how we started out. About a year later, I was like, no, I've had enough of digging through the bins every 5 minutes. And I put racks up in our living room. So we had our TV, a rack, our sliding door, another rack on the part where the door, like, you couldn't go in or out. We had a counter. We had another rack, like, literally on the wall up to our door was, like, 2 more racks. It was insane. I got really sick of trying to watch TV, like, through the racks and around the racks. So eventually I was like, hey, I've got another crazy idea. And we took all the LuLaRoe, we bought wall racks, and we turned our 1-bedroom into a LuLaRoe room. We put our bed in the living room. So you would walk in our front door and it was like, here's your bed. And it worked. It worked really well. We moved from that house about 7 months ago, and now we are setting up a room in our new space that has its own dressing room. It has its own entrance, and I do not miss those days of putting things in bins. So it's crazy. I can't even comprehend how far we've come in those 3 years. We've met so many amazing people. We've had customers that have become good friends, retailers that have become friends that I can't picture. Like, I don't know how I got through life without some of them sometimes. It's been crazy. The biggest thing, though, that I would say LuLaRoe has done for me was definitely the time freedom. I stopped babysitting. I don't even know how I survived babysitting with LuLaRoe, and starting, like, I think the day after I got my inventory, my living room looked like an explosion. Like, everywhere. You couldn't sit on the couch. If you did, you were like half underclothes. And I babysat the next day. Like, kids came in and I had the couch covered in LuLaRoe, and I was like, okay guys, this is the space we have today. I don't know how we did it, but eventually I did stop babysitting, and in December we moved from our tiny 1-bedroom into my grandparents' house with them, which was another huge kind of decision that John thought I was crazy for doing. But we moved in because they wanted us here, for 1. 2, they could use the help. I mean, my grandma shouldn't, she's at that point, she is 91. She didn't need to be vacuuming her house, and she wasn't cooking. So we moved in to kind of help them clean the house and cook. And we have also been renovating the house. I know some of you have been following our renovations. So since December, we moved in 2 weeks before Christmas. It was kind of crazy. But since then, I've gotten to spend every single day with them. I mean, I might not sit there with them every single day, but I've seen them, interacted with them, spent time with them every single day since we moved in December. And it's been crazy. It's been great. Wow. I didn't expect to get too emotional over that. But as most of you know, sorry guys, my grandpa passed away in April. And that time that we got, wow, between December and April was crazy. Like, I know it was a very hard time. I know I really haven't talked about it too much because this happens, but it's life, guys. So it was a very hard time. Like, it was just an adjustment. I had lived on my own. John had lived on his own. We weren't used to taking care of other people. And it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. But I would not change that at all. And I am so thankful to LuLaRoe for the fact that I didn't have to get up and go to work at all during that time. I got up, I worked at home. If you saw my post, you know that my grandpa would be in my videos. He would help me, like at the mall. We would do come and find us and get some leggings. And I am just very thankful that I didn't have to get up and go to work every day. So that is kind of our story. I am very excited for where the next year is going to take us. There's so many amazing things that are coming your way. There's tons of new styles. And then we have this great new space. We're gonna have our own dressing room. It's not quite set up yet, but next week I will do a video where you guys can see the whole setup. Yeah, and the new styles that are coming are amazing. We have amazing things on the racks already, more amazing things coming. Our experience at convention was phenomenal. We had so much fun. There's something like weird blowing in the background. We had so much fun. We met people that we've come to know on Facebook but never actually met in person, and I can't wait to go back next year. It was crazy, like we didn't sleep the whole time, but it was so much fun. So we are really excited about where this year is going to take our LuLaRoe journey, and we can't wait to share it with all of you. And I just really want to thank LuLaRoe for this opportunity that they've given us, that I can be here, work from home, and still pay my bills and have fun and meet amazing people. So that is our LuLaRoe story, and I can't wait to share where this year takes us. Thanks for being a part of our community, because if it wasn't for all of you guys, our amazing customers and friends and family, we wouldn't have a business, and we wouldn't get to do something that, well, I don't know how much John loves it. I'm just kidding, you guys. He is definitely our behind the scenes person. He's not one for jumping in a live video or letting me post. Well, I mean, I post pictures of him, but most of the time he doesn't know that I do that because he's not on Facebook. So he's definitely the behind the scenes person. So it's sometimes people get thrown off when I'm like, oh yeah, our business or our this, and he does so many things behind the scenes. Every time we have a pop-up, he's helping me pack. He's carrying everything. He's the one loading the car. I'm not, those bags are heavy, guys. He's the one loading the car. He's the one unpacking. He's the one helping me set up. If you've come to our pop-ups that are outside of the house, you know he's always there. He's half the time he acts like he's not paying attention, but he's there. So it really has become something that we do together, even though sometimes he acts like it's not. But I know that he really likes it. So it has definitely been a thing that we do together, and has brought us a lot of joy and a lot of freedom, where he doesn't have to cover my bills. I pay them on my own, which I know he's very thankful for too, because there were times when he would have to pay mine too. So if it weren't for all of you guys, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have a business. We wouldn't have all you guys as part of our amazing community. And we're really excited to bring you more. We're hoping to give it more of a community feel in our group through our YouTube channel, our blog, and just kind of tie it all together where it's not, I mean, it is about LuLaRoe because that's, hello, it's LuLaRoe, it's awesome, and everyone loves it, but we're also gonna tie in different things that we love and share with you guys. So we're really excited for where this next year takes us, and I hope you guys like it too, and I hope that you guys feel comfortable enough to give us your input on what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of, because this business is about you guys. So I am excited to continue on this journey with you, and I can't wait. Stay tuned. My goal is to do 2 videos and 2 blog posts a week. So be on the lookout for that. You can check everything out on our website, www.thebearboutique.com. You can find our blog, our YouTube channel, our Facebook VIP group, our shopping website, our Pinterest. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Everything, though, is going to be on that website and a link to each thing. So you can follow along in whatever way you like best. All right, guys. Thank you.